This is a product of prohibition. Right? In Amsterdam, do they have 22% THC cannabis? Yes. But what's the most popular one? About 8%. Right? If you go to the pharmacy, can you get 14%? Yep. But people are like, oh, I guess. Right? But around here, it's like, I don't know. When am I going to get it again? I better get the best pot I can. So, and the baby card. Prohibitionist pedophilia. Okay, I don't know what else to call it. You guys don't have kids, but you do have parents, and they are fucking afraid of you. You have no idea how much you scare them. Everything you do, they're like, oh fuck, I hope something bad doesn't happen. And for some of them, it's because they genuinely love you. And for some of it's because they're such narcissistic assholes that, like, you're just this extension of them. And if you fuck up, it's just another thing they fucked up. I'm not saying all of them. Come on. So these are my kids. As you can see, they're already little smartasses. But this is the reaction, like, oh no, we gotta save the kids. All right. What is cannabis prohibition doing for kids? Busting people and throwing them in jail. And what happens to their kids? Oh, fuck, we forgot about that. I guess we could put them in foster care. Yeah, because that's going to go well. I guess we could, they could live with their grandmas. Yeah, because that's what I want to do, is raise another kid. Right? This is hurting us more than it's helping us. Okay? What happens after we pass medical marijuana laws? Oh my God, what about the children? We're sending the wrong message. Really? What teen wants to use the same drug their grandma's using with chemo? Be honest. And in fact, in Oregon, in '98, when medical marijuana law was finally put into place, they did, what's the percentage of teens? 8th grade and 11th grade. Okay? By 2007, there were over 20,000 registered medical marijuana patients in Oregon, and quite a few informally unregistered ones, I might add. What happened to teen use? Down. Okay. I never take a percentage of a percentage, so this 23% decline, that's not really true. But it dropped from basically, right, almost 11 to around 8. I don't take a percentage of percentage, but 11th graders, of course it was higher, but under 25% to down around 20. All right? There's actually less teen use after the passage of a medical marijuana law. Karen O'Keefe and I from Marijuana Policy Project analyzed the data from every single state. It's either flat or down in every medical marijuana state. How come? It's not hip. Who wants to use somebody else's medicine? Okay, what has happened, and it breaks my heart, is an increase in prescription drugs. The little bastards aren't smoking pot because they're taking Adderall. They're snorting fucking Ritalin. Damn. So what would happen if we actually decriminalized, like we have here in New York, possession of cannabis? Imagine if a whole country did that. Well, that would be insane. Things would go crazy. It would blow up. They'd all turn into amotivated, useless slugs. Well, Portugal decriminalized permissible amounts of every drug. Of every drug. In 2001. What happened? Okay. They have a poll, secondary students, 10th, 11th, 12th grade, and said, have you ever done this drug in your entire life? 5 years into the new policy, cannabis use down. A ecstasy use down, cocaine use down, amphetamines down, LSD down, hallucinogens down. Okay? How come? We've taken away the forbidden fruit. How can I be a rebel by owning a plant if the plant's not illegal? How can I stick it to mom and dad smoking pot if owning pot is illegal? I mean, isn't legal. I'm sorry. Isn't illegal. What am I going to do to piss my parents off now? Jews for Jesus. I'm going to join Jews for Jesus. That would piss them off. I'll join the Hare Krishnas. I'll shave my head and have the thing and write the wars. Same deal, 7th, 8th, and 9th graders. Obviously, the percentages are lower. But down on every single drug, particularly cannabis. This was 5 years in. Even adults, 15 to 64, older people at least, entire life, prevalence of cannabis use across all the European Union. Where's Portugal? Oh, over here. The lowest of all these countries. Think of the money they saved. How many cops found somebody who had a gram of pot and didn't have to waste a whole afternoon dragging them in to get them fingerprinted? Didn't even have to write a ticket. Took it away. Went home and smoked it themselves. Right? But stayed on the street to fight murder and rape and terrorism and fucking horror stories like that. What about the feds? Okay. Colorado just made a tax and regulate market possible. Washington State, same deal. This is going to happen. Okay. We've come closer to national legalization than we ever had. How did it work with alcohol? We had a governor of this state named Smith, who nobody seems to remember anymore. And what he said was, hey, feds, you want alcohol prohibition? You fucking pay for it. You want to send your cops in to bust everybody for drinking a beer? Work out. We don't have the money for that shit. Why? Because I'm trying to fight domestic violence. I'm trying to keep people from busting each other in the head. The most negative effects of cannabis are directly linked to prohibition. This is my friend Bruce Merkin getting arrested by the cops at a big demonstration. Okay. What did we spend? We're not sure. How much could we save? Okay. If we tax and regulate it, Jeff Myron, M-I-R-O-N, economist at Harvard, friend of mine, he's in that movie, Marijuana, Chronic History with me. He has a chapter in my book, Pot Politics. Right? He said, if we take a look at police resources saved, tax revenues generated across a nation, 10 billion is a reasonable estimate. Okay? That's a 10 with 9 zeros. Okay? We spend more than that in Iraq every day, but it's a lot of money. A lot of money. Remember prohibition? It still doesn't work. Okay? As soon as we make something illegal, we create an underground market for it. Sometimes it's worth it. All right? There's no happy medium on murder. I can't say, hey, with murder, like, it's really not that bad. It's bad. Somebody fucking dies. Right? With pot, somebody eats too much. The big negative consequences, all these are books I've written. All these are books you can get on Amazon. I'll sign it for you, blah, blah, blah. If you have any questions about this, they're in there. But what I really want to encourage you to do, don't listen to George W. Bush. If you have time, drugsense.org has every news item across the nation that's related to drugs or prohibition. And they occasionally will have just little requests for, hey, would you write a letter to your newspaper? Would you do blah, blah, blah? And you can get into them. And then, as many of you know, I'm on the executive board at normal.org, NORML. All right? You go here, there's 10 million ads for pipes. And then all the news you could ever want about cannabis legalization, cannabis laws everywhere, where the chapter meetings are in the various different states. All right? And now I want everybody to just take out a piece of paper and write down something. What I need you to write down is Warren, W-A-R-R-E-N. W-A-R-R-E-N, Redlick, R-E-D-L-I-C-H. Okay? With this many stoners in a room, by this time next year, one of us is going to be busted. And he's my guy. You don't even have to email me, right? When it happens, and the police are there, and you're like, oh fuck, who's that guy? Warren Redlick. Okay, you won't have to email me like, Dr. Earleywine, I forgot who's the dude. You'll know the dude. Okay, he's my man. Now listen, the noise you made today, you notice how you didn't say shit? When the police come, do that. Where'd you get this pot? Don't you know better? This is going to make you an amotivated slug. All right, I'm going to bring in the dogs. You better give me the rest of it. Okay. Silence is gold. The Fifth Amendment of the Constitution guarantees your right against self-incrimination. There is nothing more retarded than trying to explain to a cop why pot laws are wrong while you're getting busted. Any questions? I can't thank you enough for being here. If you get a minute to go to normal, I really appreciate it. I'll hang out and answer any questions you want to ask privately. Spread the word.